Happy New Year, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome back to Mary's Vegan Table. I haven't been here in a while. I've been sick for a little more than a week. Today we're going to be making chorizo soup, vegan chorizo soup. Chorizo is Spanish sausages, and these are my homemade chorizos. I don't have the recipe for these in this video today, but in an upcoming video I will be showing you guys how to make them. So I'm going to start off with these two sausages, and just by cutting them up in small cubes. These are spicy sausages. They got a little kick to them, some heat. And here we're gonna cube up a couple of potatoes and cut them into small cubes. Okay, next, I'm gonna cut up some of this calabassa. It's actually it's pumpkin. It's from the Caribbean. It's a sweet pumpkin. Although this one could have been a little sweeter, but normally they're sweet, these pumpkins. And you can find these in your supermarket in the produce department. Just make sure it says calabassa on it. And here I'm just going to clean out the seeds. And there's two ways you can peel this. You could use the knife and just cut the rind off. Or, excuse me, you could use the peeler. I find it easier with the knife. My supermarket was out of mini corns, so I'm just gonna cut up these regular sized corns into small pieces for the soup. Just make sure they're defrosted. If you have to do this, make sure they're defrosted and not frozen before you start chopping them up. I got my fresh carrots here clean. I cut them on the bias. You could cut them after you're done cutting them. You could cut them in half again if they're too big. I used 2 large carrots for this. You can also use frozen peas and carrots. They're just as good. Here I have a fresh yucca that I'm going to peel. I sliced them down the middle so I could get those fibers out. Those thin pieces of root. Gotta get those out because those are not edible. They're not, pleasant to chew on either. So try to get them out. And these also come frozen. The yucca comes frozen. You can also buy that. They work just as well as the fresh ones, and they're very they're not time consuming at all. You don't have to bother peeling them or anything. You just take them out the bag and put them in the soup. But I have fresh ones, so I decided to use the fresh. This is a green plantain, and cut off the ends. Rather than slicing the peel down the whole size of the banana, I just cut the banana in half. It's easy to peel that way. I make a slit on both sides of the banana, and then I wedge the knife between the banana and the peel to help get it off easier. You could also soak them in warm water. That'll also help the peel come off easier. Here I have a pot with olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm adding the chorizo, the sausage, to it to fry that up a little. You can also purchase the vegan chorizo in stores that sell vegan products. I'll leave a link to the chorizo in the description box at the end of the video for you guys. And that's my homemade sofrito. There's actually a link for a video specifically on how to make that. Everything that I'm adding here, that's a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm adding about a tablespoon, I'll say a teaspoon of tumeric. a tablespoon of garlic powder, and I'm pretty sure a tablespoon of onion powder, teaspoon of oregano, that's coriander. I added about a teaspoon of the coriander. And in one of my videos, I misspoke and said that coriander was actually the seeds from cilantro, but it's not. It's actually the seeds from culantro, which are the long leaves of the oregano. So that's what the coriander is, basically. Next, I'm adding the vegetables. I'm adding the carrots, the potatoes, and the green plantains. A can of sweet peas. Just 1 can of sweet peas. And mix it together. Now, the yucca and the calabassa, the pumpkin, is gonna go in last. I'm gonna let the vegetables that I just added in soften a little bit. When you could get like just the fork through, when you get the fork through, that's when you know you could add the pumpkin and the yucca. So here I have the added olives, and I added the corn on the cobs. And I'm just mixing everything up together. Here's a whole small can of tomato sauce. Okay, here I'm adding about 3 cups of water. We want to cover it's soup, so we want the water above everything that's in the pot. So I added, I guess, about 4 cups of water to this. Now we're gonna cover it and bring it to a boil. And now we're adding in the yucca and the calabassa, the pumpkin. Because as you can see, everything is already softened up in the pot. So now we add the last 2 of the vegetables, because those are gonna cook quicker than the others. Okay, cover it up and let it cook more until everything is soft. So until all of the vegetables are cooked through. I'm gonna taste it to see if it needs any extra salt. And it does, so salt's to taste. These are the noodles for the soup. Just make sure when you buy the noodles that there's no eggs in it. It's egg free. Because a lot of pastas, some pastas do use eggs. So just check the ingredients. So here we're gonna keep it the flame on high. So the broth it's boiling and the pasta will cook. in the boiling broth. Now here I covered it, but then I uncovered it again and let it boil without the lid on so the pasta can cook. Also, we don't have to cook the pasta all the way through. What I suggest is let it get al dente, kind of like, or just halfway cook through the noodles, and then just turn off the heat, cover the pot, and they'll continue cooking. And that way, you don't risk the chance of overcooking the noodles. Okay, so I covered it back up and let it sit for a few minutes. And as you can see, the noodles are cooked completely. And now I'm just going to serve up the bowl. Put a couple of garnishes on it to make it look pretty. And it's easy soup. It's a pretty easy soup to make and fast. And if you use the frozen vegetables as opposed to the fresh, it comes together even quicker. And this soup is a little spicy because the chorizo it's hot sausage. So if you like, you can add a little sour cream on top to it. It's a nice blend. So here for the garnish, I put a little sour cream on top. And that's for first time I'm actually using vegan sour cream. It's pretty good. And here just putting a little bit of cilantro for garnish also. And that's it, folks. That's the chorizo soup, homemade vegan chorizo soup. Okay, so it came out really good. I had to give it 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you guys to try this. Let me know what you think. Leave any questions or comments in the comment section in this video. Please feel free to share it. Yes, as you can see, I'm still eating this soup. It's really good. It's so comforting. And the heat from the chorizo warms you up really nice. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share, give it a thumbs up, share, leave comments. You guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much again.